Mic check 1 2. It's the Y2K Collector here, and it is the first day of October, the first day of the last quarter of 2024, and the first full day, I guess it will be, that the channel has hit 5,000 subscribers. Now, that is a huge accomplishment here on this channel. I could not have done it without the support of you, the viewers, fans of the channel, those who enjoy the content and just listening to my thoughts and opinions on video games. I've never ever for a moment tried to establish myself as a gaming expert, a gaming historian, gaming anything. If anything, I've learned so much from everyone who has participated in this community. I've got folks on this channel who have been with me since I was at 100 subscribers. I've got some day ones here who have commented for years, and to you folks I say you are definitely the real ones. I appreciate you, primarily because on this channel I've never been a YouTube creator who's responded to comments in the on the channel. I know that over the last how many years has been coming up on 4 years that I've had the channel. Over the last 4 years, I've gotten comments, and I remember for a while, I'd get that comment, geez, respond. But I think over the years, those who have followed the channel, you've kind of come to learn that usually I'll respond in the form of a video. And I do that just because I never want to respond to one person and then not respond to another person. And even when I've done like reaction or response videos to some of the comments, even then I can't get to everyone's comment. But overall, I try to do my best here on the channel to just respond to a lot of the comments, as at a high level, at a very, very high level, as best as I can. But despite my shortcomings, despite sometimes the poor video editing or lack of video editing altogether, you all have stuck with me. And I'm taking this first day just to kind of go through and just kind of remind some folks of why this channel is here all together. This channel started during a very dark time in world history. I think 2020 will go down as one of the most isolated, most, in some ways, depressing moments in history. I mean, we were all separated. We were confined to our homes. We had to stay away from each other. And the internet, YouTube, became a meeting place for many people. Video conferencing and, I remember they even started, I think that was when the whole Versus thing started, when different artists would go, battle each other online, and so many personalities and there were so many YouTube stars that were created during that time that it's not even funny. And, I think just looking back now, I don't think anyone who started a channel or jumped on YouTube back then, I don't know if they started it with the idea or with the goal of growing a massive channel to thousands of subscribers, but I think just by people being their authentic selves, the natural progression was just for you to attract like-minded people to yourself, and that's what happened. I think the most interesting and probably one of the more unique things about my channel, especially in the niche that I'm in, is I've never shown my face on YouTube. And someone asked me that in the comments the other day. They said, why don't you ever show your face on YouTube? Well, for two reasons. One, I never really wanted my channel to be about me. Like, I've never wanted to be this like YouTube star. I never want to be this person that when you see them, you're like, oh, I know you. You have a big channel. I've never been that type of person. And I've never felt like I needed to show my face for you to get to know me. I felt like I felt and I feel like I do a good job of just explaining myself and sharing my thoughts. And granted, sometimes I will ramble and I'll go off on a tangent, but who doesn't? And that's in large part because none of my videos have ever been scripted. I don't script anything. I don't practice anything. I don't have anyone writing my scripts for me. I don't use Chat GPT to come up with these elaborate scripts. I don't have someone in the back end making my videos for me. Everything that you get on this channel is raw, uncut, off the cuff, what I'm thinking right then and there in the moment. And I've always felt like that just added a really cool kind of like late night radio feel to it, which is something that I always loved. Even when I was in college, I always loved like those radio personalities that get to talking and sharing many stories, and they may go off on a tangent, but that was the beauty of you getting something live, raw, and authentic. And so that's what the channel has always been about in terms of my style, my delivery. I am not interested in becoming famous. I'm not interested in anything like that. I think more than anything else, I'm just glad to have built this platform to be able to share ideas. And the beautiful part is that in this time and over these years that I've had the channel, and it's crazy to think that it's been years now, but over these years that I've had this channel, it hasn't been one of those channels where everyone agrees with me, where everyone's like, yeah, Y2K, you're right. I've had so many ideological differences with people on the channel. People disagree with me every day, but that's the beauty of it, right? I don't think we're meant to agree on everything. We're not meant to see eye to eye on everything, because if we did, then we'd all be the same and the world would be boring. I think that having different thoughts, different opinions, different outlooks on life is what allows us to come together and spawn some amazing ideas and share some amazing thoughts. And I just think with the channel hitting 5,000 subs, it's truly amazing. It's mind-blowing. And I guess we'll just see where things go from here. I can tell you one thing that and if you follow the channel, you know that I've been GameStop heavy this year. At the beginning of this year, my plan was to quit game collecting altogether and sell my whole collection. And it was the channel, it was so many of you that reached out to me. You sent me messages, you left me comments. You said, Y2K, don't do anything crazy, don't get rid of your collection, don't sell it all. And I want to say a huge thank you to those of you who did that, because you actually saved me. Like, if I would have sold off my entire collection, I think I would have been a bit bummed right now, because even like sitting here now, I can think of games in my collection that, I'm a little burnt that I sold. Like, I'm like mad that I got rid of some of these games, and I'm sitting here thinking about how can I get them back without having to pay for them, because there is a shift, right? There is a shift, a financial shift. And I think, with where we're going in this fourth quarter, money's tight for a lot of people. Funds are low. And beyond that, I think the glory days of easily finding things are gone. It's not to say that you won't have those once in a blue moon trades where you luck out and score some great stuff, and it's not to say that you won't every once in a while just land a big deal. But here's the reality: in order for you to score a once in a lifetime like trade where you get massive value, it requires time. a lot of time. You have to put a lot of time into it. And when you are consistently hunting and searching, the odds of you running into that amazing deal or that amazing find goes up a lot. But on the back end, you're losing a lot of time. And it may not seem like it, but you really, really are. And I'm speaking from experience because, you know, I've hit thrift stores, pawn shops, and especially GameStop a lot over the past couple months. And because of that, I've been able to get, I want to say, in thousands of dollars worth of free games. But on the back end, it's taken so much time. Like, it's taken time away from me being able to make better content for the channel, spend time with my family, focus on my fitness and my health, develop myself in other ways, grow, learn. And all these things are really important going into the end of this year and looking forward into 2025. And I think that's why there's going to be a small shift in the channel, which you're going to see and you're going to feel, and hopefully you all can appreciate it, and hopefully you all stick along for the journey. It doesn't mean that video games aren't important, and it doesn't mean that we won't talk about video games, but it's all a part of the journey of growth, development, and I'm excited. I think I'm excited more than anything else. Back on my fitness kick, which is where I started the year. Running every day, you know, getting my cardio back up, weight training, healthy eating, which is the most important of all those, is where I'm at. And then I spent the last few days kind of just sorting out games that I want to sell, things that I want to remove out of the collection. I do still have some game collecting goals. I said it yesterday, Hagane. I really want to get Hagane in my collection somehow, some way. Don't know how, but it's definitely one of them. Adventures of Trombone or Misadventures of Trombone, Tail Concerto, a couple of other ones that I want to get in, and one that I missed, KO Flying Squadron on the Sega CD. That is definitely one that I want to get in the collection as well. So I still got some collecting goals, but I want to incorporate more of the family, the friends, the life development, the life goals. I want to incorporate some of that stuff in here, because there's definitely more to life than video games, for sure. And I know the way the YouTube algorithm works. If you try to talk about everything, you know, you'll reach no one. So that's not what we're gonna do here. Like I said, it's still gonna be a game centric channel, but I think there's ways of incorporating that stuff into the conversation, while still staying relevant when it comes to gaming and video games and collecting, which is primarily what this channel is about, because I am the Y2K collector. So there still will be collecting and video game videos, but much like this video, there's gonna be a lot more sharing. Things will get a little introspective, and I welcome you to continue to participate in these conversations. Some of you have gotten very transparent in the comments. You've shared a little bit about your life and your life story in the comments, and all of that helps to build community. And even if you don't get a response from me, there's other people reading those comments, and I see you guys down there talking and sharing. And I think that's what we need. We still need that. Even though it's not 2020 anymore, we still need to foster that type of community. And I think we're doing a great job over here. So with all that being said, I say all this to say, again, thank you to the Y2K crew. We are at 5,000, and it's up and away from here. And until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. It's the Y2K Collector. Take it easy.